2 days ago, we had that international report on corruption index saying that Nigeria has moved up 5 spots. That's the corruption perception index.
Yep.
I believe that this is a fallout of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's seeming action to curb corruption. But is this enough? The CSO is demanding that every information be made public. Would we say, is that ethical as well?
You see, we've had precedents in this country where the NDDC forensic report that so much noise was generated, so much money was spent, till this moment has not been made public. We've had precedents of other issues that were raised with the airways on Adisirika, and nothing has come out of it. And I can bet you, because of those that are involved in this, it's still going to go the other way around. I stand to be proved wrong. We have a situation in this country where names of people were mentioned for sponsoring terrorism, which is hampering agricultural activities in the north. Some of those people were also persecuted in Abu Dhabi. And then here in Nigeria, we seem to suddenly have developed amnesia towards such names. And so a precedent has been set. It's the same APC government, and it's the same set of people. All they've done is just, change 1 or 2 actors in it, and it's still going to end up the way it has ended up with other previous cases. The chief of staff, allegations have been made upon him. What has happened? I'm talking about those who wanted to be ministers, who wanted to be appointed as ministers and all that. And they came out public, grumbling, and they raised all the issues. Where has it gone to? Is it because she's a lady? Or is it because she's from the minority? And then suddenly there's this coup-flash. I'm not holding brief for corrupt practice, but I'm saying, come on, let's take this thing step by step. There are quite a lot of corruption allegation issues bordering on some of the current serving ministers.
But having said that,
in public offices.
Okay, sir. I want to ask you this question. How do you think they said they want to make it public? They've been clamoring that they need this particular issue to be made public so that people will know. Now, do you think it's going to have a significant difference in the society, and depending on what is happening around?
It should, if we are truly, sincerely willing to curb this corruption. Because we talked about single treasury account, and most of the federal parastatals that are generating the revenue no longer stick to the single treasury account system, which was one of the key ways of reducing this humongous corruption in most of these institutions. That's one aspect. And then 2, we haven't had cases where some of these high-profile corrupt cases has been publicly reprimanded, probably even sacked and then persecuted. We also have the case of the DCI Bakari that was raised to a certain large extent, and all of a sudden, that matter too has died. Well, if she has to be the sacrificial lamb where maybe a lot of these issues, narrative are going to change, then so we look forward to it.
Now, there's a concern with, it goes without saying that Betta Edu seem to be the sacrificial lamb here. And now why that is concerning is this. There is Halima Shehu with a 44 billion allegation allegedly transferred into a private account, which better raised the alarm, which is where all of the cookies came crumbling, by the way. And apart from that, Betta is being accused of 583 million or thereabouts. We're not saying it's just. It is a huge sum of money.
Absolutely.
Where is Tunji Ojo, who is also accused to have a similar amount? Where are the other companies who are also accused to have a similar amount? Why are we even making this a Betta Edu, a Betta Edu, a Betta Edu? I'm not saying this because I'm a woman. I mean, I've come at her hard and all of that. But looking at this demand with Betta Edu name and saying, oh, because the president suspended the minister, oh, that means the CPI index was in our favor. We have got up 5 points and all of that. Excuse me. Why are we talking about Betta Edu? What we told, By the way, the chief of staff to the president is said to have approved that 3 billion from which Better disbursed this money.
Absolutely.
So why is the chief of staff sitting pretty? Why is Tunji Ojo sitting pretty? Why is Halima's name not everywhere? Well, Halima, 44 billion. Where is Hajia Farouk? Haz is about 37 billion as well, the former minister. Why exactly are we? I mean, she should be punished, no doubt about that.
I can give you some more names. Hadi Sirika.
Okay. Oh, EFCC would let the EFCC to investigate
the Senate president as well, and the NDDC investigation.
Exactly. Okay, good. So why in this whole thing now, are we supposed to pretend that having Better Edu's name there is okay? Why is her name the one being well, in actual sense, her crime is not as much as that of others if we're going to look at it from that angle, but it's still a crime.
You know, I'm worried, and like I said earlier, is it because she's a woman or is it because she's from the minority? I mean, what is going on? We've had precedences of much more corrupt cases than this. I'm not holding brief for her. I'm not saying she shouldn't, do the crime, for whatever, if it's been proven. But I'm saying, come on, there's quite a lot where we can recover our money without borrowing from Chinese, some of these humongous amounts we're going to borrow. Internally here, we can get back our money and plug them into the productive activities that the budget has been, has been presented to the National Assembly, rather than borrowing internally and borrowing externally. Individuals, you'll be shocked, are even richer than the country, and not because they are richer in the sense that they are, we could see the productive activities they are involved in. All these are, corruptly enriched. Expose the people, both private and public. That if we are sincere, yes, if we want to start with Better Edu, fine, but it shouldn't end there. We're just talking about airways, Nigerian airways, that a lot of, come on.
Okay, okay.
NDDC, we've spent so much money on NDDC, and nothing has happened out of it. We've gotten a new board again, and probably they're going to continue from there, and then everybody just goes home and stay quiet.